Hey everyone, Megha this side. Welcome to Sampark. This is an initiative from Phenom Placements. In this program, we have to do a video interaction with our professional to share their views and opinion. So today we have Vivek Pratap Singh with us. He's a qualified chartered accountant, May 13 batch, and experienced professional working with a leading FMCG and has a prior experience working with Deloitte and EY. Let's start with my first question. How to choose best industry to start a career?
Yeah, thank you, Megha. Pleasure to be over here. Okay, so while every industry will have its own set of challenges, first step for a candidate would be to crystallize profile preference and industry preference. Basis the area of interest, he should narrow down two or three top profiles, right? So for example, we have statutory audit, direct taxes is there, then we have international taxation and so on, right? So and then a candidate has to map an industry against the profile. So for example, if somebody wanted to become or he wanted to make his career into investment banking, then he should look after the companies like Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, right? And similarly, if somebody carries an interest into audit, he should look after the big four audit firms. So entirely it depends on the skill set of a candidate and also his career aspiration. This is that he can decide the industry which suits him best for his career.
So, like Vivek, my second question is: any tip for dress up in appearing for the interview?
Yep. So in today's competitive world, where X number of people are applying for one position, it is all the more vital to create a great impression. And I think by dressing professionally and appropriately is the key to achieve this. And in terms of a dress code, I would say a candidate should be in a professional attire and he should be well groomed, right? In terms of his personality, because that is where it creates a huge, impression on the interviewer.
Yeah. So, Vivek, my third question
Yeah.
is: any suggestion for virtual interview session?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. When everybody is working from home and all these interviews are also virtual these days. So, one is dress sharply, right? That is very important, right? We should take it the virtual sessions as serious as we are into a personal round of an interview. And second, a tip would be to test the technology. We rely more on Wi-Fi, but if something went wrong with our Wi-Fi connection, we should have a hotspot as a backup with us. And next tip would be around a room. Room should be quite bright. It should not be dull, right? And if a candidate should lock his room before the interview, and as an interviewer he would not like to see your kids, pets and spouse on the background. It looks really unprofessional. While as an interviewer he can understand, but being professional at that point of time is also very important, from a professional side. And lastly, I would say don't make your interview as a Q&A round. It should be more of a candid conversation type, so that both candidate and a person who is taking the interview, they feel very comfortable, and they can ask and comment upon the responses given by a candidate. Yeah.
So like my fourth question is how to choose ICI campus location.
Okay, so it's very important for a candidate to choose the center wisely, because it's not only about a company or a brand. Your job profile also carries a good amount of weightage when you wanted to work for a corporate or in a normal CA firm. Now with the virtual world, candidates should learn the video etiquettes, as I highlighted in my previous question. They should, because now you need not to travel to a big city or a small city. Everything is being, the entire process is being carried out virtually. So that is also quite important. When it comes to big cities, I had seen that almost majority of the candidates, they run after the big cities. Why? The reason being, the top brands are coming over there, right? Number of companies are high, candidates are also high, right? So it's not that easy to secure placement in that kind of environment. If you are a rank holder or a big four article, and if you have those kind of skill set, obviously even after that you have to work pretty hard, but you have to outperform, right? If you can outperform, definitely large cities are exclusively for you. Secondly, I would say, remember, companies shortlist you. You don't choose company. So after shortlisting, you get an opportunity, to work with them. And lastly, I would say, don't rely only on campus. Give your best shot. And there are n number of opportunities that you have offline as well. So don't feel disheartened if you don't get shortlisted by any of the company. So just give your best and hope for the best.
So Vivek, my last question is if a candidate haven't received any rank or neither are done any articleship from Big Four, so he or she get a chance for a good job at MNC.
Yes, absolutely, Mega. So if a candidate know how to apply technical principles in a given business scenario, and he has a good analytical skills, I think there are chances, very high chances that he might get a job into a very good MNC. And if you'll take my example, I have not got any rank, and also I have not done my articleship from a Big Four. But even after that, I had got a chance to work with Big Four global consulting firms, and also with the leading a multinational company.
Thank you so much, Vivek, for your time on weekends and share your opinion and experience with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure, Mega. Thank you.